It's 3 a.m. You're staring at your phone, scrolling through Instagram, seeing people your age flexing their new cars, lavish vacations, and financial freedom. Meanwhile, you're wondering how you'll make rent this month. Sound familiar? Welcome to the reality your school never prepared you for. Let's face it, your school failed you. They taught you calculus, but not how to calculate compound interest. You learned about the Roman Empire, but not how to build your own financial empire. And here's a mind-blowing stat for you. 76% of millennials lack basic financial literacy. That's 3 out of 4 of us walking around like financial zombies. But why? Why didn't anyone teach us this stuff? Simple. It wasn't part of the plan. You see, schools are great at creating employees, not financially savvy individuals. They're stuck in the past, preparing you for a world that no longer exists. Schools keep you in a financial comfort zone. It's cozy there, isn't it? Everything's taken care of. You don't have to think about money. But here's the kicker. The real world doesn't give a damn about your comfort zone. The moment you step out of those school gates, you're granted instant enrollment into the fast-paced world of financial decision-making. Credit card companies are circling like sharks. Banks are offering loans like candy. And suddenly, you're expected to make financial decisions that can impact the rest of your life. But you're still in that comfort zone mindset, and that's dangerous. Let's break down how your school really dropped the ball. Credit cards and debt? They should have taught you that credit cards are not free money. That 20% interest rate isn't just a number. It's a life sentence if you're not careful. Budgeting and saving? Nope. They didn't teach you that either. You know how to solve for X, but can you balance a checkbook? Can you create a budget that actually works? Investing basics? Forget about it. The stock market might as well be on Mars for all they taught you. Meanwhile, you could have been compounding interest since high school if someone had just explained the basics. And don't even get me started on taxes and insurance. You probably learned more about taxes from your first paycheck than you ever did in school. And insurance? Trying to understand insurance is the first impossible mission of adulthood. Now you might be thinking, so what? I'll figure it out. But here's the harsh truth. Financial literacy has real consequences. Just ask Sarah, who's still paying off credit card debt from college 5 years later, or Mike, who's living paycheck to paycheck because he never learned to budget. These aren't just stories. This could be you. Financial stress isn't just about money. It affects your mental health, your relationships, your entire future. And all because no one taught you the basics. But here's the thing, you're not a victim. Your school might have failed you, but that doesn't mean you have to fail yourself. It's time to take control of your financial education. You see, financial literacy isn't rocket science. It's not even calculus. It's a skill, and like any skill, it can be learned. But here's the catch. You have to want it. You have to be willing to step out of that comfort zone your school built for you. Remember, every financial guru out there started exactly where you are now. The difference? They decided to educate themselves. They took responsibility for their financial future. And now, it's your turn. So where do you start? Here are 3 actionable steps you can take right now. First, get a budgeting app. There are plenty of free ones out there. Start tracking every single penny you spend. Knowledge is power, and knowing where your money goes is the first step to controlling it. Second, pick up a book on personal finance. Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki or The Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey are great places to start. Don't just read them, study them like your financial life depends on it. Because guess what? It does. Third, start an emergency fund. Right now, even if it's just $5 a week. Financial security starts with having a safety net, and your future self will thank you for every penny you save today. Look, the world of finance can seem scary. It can seem complicated, but remember this. Every expert was once a beginner. Your school might have failed you, but you don't have to fail yourself. It's time to break out of your financial comfort zone. It's time to take control of your financial future. Because if you don't, who will? So are you ready to start your real financial education? The one your school should have given you? Good, because class is now in session, and your first assignment is to take action. Your future self is counting on you. Don't let them down.